Hello, everyone. Welcome to something completely different. Something unusual for the channel. I have played a lot of Project Zomboid. You know this. Some of my most popular videos have been Project Zomboid, but I've always wanted to try adapting Project Zomboid to another game entirely. What we're doing here, this is Plague Inc. Evolved, and we are going to play through. We're going to attempt to take over the world. We're going to attempt to replicate Project Zomboid to the best of our abilities here by playing through on the Knox infection. So we need to select Kentucky would be about there. Yes. Okay. And so now, yeah, there's no evidence that it actually spreads in Project Zomboid through. I mean, there's anecdotal evidence that it might, but we definitely know for a fact that blood, saliva, and the air are what it primarily spreads through. So that's what we're going to go for. So we have successfully evolved the Knox infection. And now, obviously, we are playing with the necrovirus. We need to wait around a little bit. I'm going to actually fast forward. There's a space station that's been rescued, but I'm going to play on fast forward till we get the DNA to actually do something here. There's our first bubble. Now, we're probably going to have to immediately go for drug resistances. Because, you know, the Knox infection is not exactly something you can cure. Okay, yeah, infection. There's a lot I have to think about to actually get this into its canonical quote-unquote state. One thing is we're playing this by the book. We're playing this by actual Project Zomboid books. We're not really allowed to make quote-unquote special infected. So we're going to have to play around that. I'm going to go ahead and let this run a bit more here. Okay. The Knox infection begins to spread, and in July too. Very fitting. Okay. It now officially spreads through blood, saliva. Should I make it so it's airborne yet? Now let's keep going down the tracks of blood and saliva before we actually make it airborne. Because in Zomboid, the airborne strain came later. So that's kind of what I'm trying to replicate here. Oop, there we go. Can we get our first symptom? Insomnia. There's fever. That's an important one. Okay. Yeah, fever, paranoia, those are very important symptoms we need to get down. So far, it's spreading through a few hundred, you know, in those small towns. The Knox infection has infected hundreds. Okay. Get the fever ability. It took until October we actually mutated the ability for a fever. Oh, speaking of mutations, because the Knox infection lore was said to be very, very unstable, I've actually made it so it can mutate those. And now I have to restrict myself to just air and blood and saliva here, because it actually doesn't spread through water. Water is one of the few things that's safe in actual Zomboid. Or relatively, at least. But it's spreading. Already thousands of people, and we're in December now. I wish I could have changed around the date, but I don't know how to do that, so I didn't. The Knox infection has infected thousands, and it's only continuing to grow. Okay. Oop, and our first new infected country is Canada, and that spreads by February. So the world doesn't really know what this is yet. Okay, we're going to actually get the first rank in airborne transmission. And then we should get heat and cold resistance too, just so we can survive pretty much everywhere. We have officially mutated the airborne strain. Yeah, and by a year here, we've already infected 200,000 people. Probably going to spread to Mexico next, I would assume. But who knows? It might get on a plane and reach Europe. Yep, it reached Mexico next. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. Already 1 million people by May, so a year and some change in. Let's get cold resistance. But you'll do better up here in Canada. Oh, yep, starting to make substantial dent around now. We've reached Europe. First country in Europe to reach was France. We cannot devolve the coma symptom yet. Okay. Okay, unfortunately, that is not something we can actually get. Delirium is going to be the next thing we want to shoot for, I believe. Oh, yep, it's spreading. Okay, one more point for heat resistance. France held a festival of love that spread it all around. Okay, evolve heat resistance 1. Yeah, we want to get that paranoia and confusion next. All right, well, we've officially reached the UK. Do I want to? No, stick to the plan here, Derelium. Oh boy. Yeah, we can get zombies here pretty soon. Now that does mean people are going to start dying. But that is a sacrifice I am willing to make. Especially as I don't think they quite will be able to link it to us yet. Okay, let's get cold resistance too. Yes. Excellent. You know, new minor disease spreading. It just causes immense paranoia. Okay, boats do work. Good. Okay, the US is starting to research a cure. They're actually starting to spread through. I just need to play the waiting game for a little bit here. It is going to take 2 more points before we can unlock zombies. Oh, there we go, we're in Russia. And zombies. There we go. Yes, we need horde instinct, we need reanimation. We need a lot of this. Okay. Yeah, now there are zombies everywhere. The hordes are growing. Okay. Okay, and now we can make hordes. We need somewhere with a lot of zombie. You know what? I'm gonna send them in Canada. Enjoy the zombie apocalypse, Canada. Okay. Now, slow corpse decomposition. Okay. Seaports are shut down. Not like it's going to really help. We need the next infection related ability. Okay, we need somewhere with a lot of... You know what? Send zombies into Kazakhstan. Yeah. Okay. Okay, before... Okay, let's move some more zombies into Canada. Hey, what's that? You're trying to organize? Yeah, no thank you. Okay. Ooh, we can involve fake dead. Evolve fake dead. Yeah, we need the enhanced motor control next, I think. Yeah, evolve advanced motor control. Yeah, we can evolve thick bites. Okay, send some zombies into Iraq. Whoa, hold on, where are you going here? Yeah, go ahead and revive some more zombies there. We need to figure out a way to destroy those bases quick. Oh, also, let's just get some zombies moved into Greenland, please. Oh, right, we might need to actually improve that. Yeah, move all the zombies out of the US and into Mexico. And into Morocco. Okay, move that horde over there. We're just not reanimating as many as we should be here. Okay, we need to improve our combat effectiveness. Okay. If we can send like a large horde of zombies into... Why are you guys not like bunching up into big hordes? I have all the horde related things. Oh, no I don't. Yeah, we're just gonna stall out here, huh? Hold on, one moment. Okay, we are officially back. I have played through to the part where we have zombies again. And we are just going to let this play out. We already have hordes, we already have all sorts of stuff. People are starting to die. And people are starting to turn into zombies. Okay, yeah, get enhanced strength. Okay, then we need to start involving better hordes. Oh, speaking of. Send some zombies off to Greenland just to get it to pop as far as being an infected country goes. Hey, what's that? New Guinea doesn't have any people in it yet that are infected. Let's fix that. And finally, Sweden. That should be the last two countries that were proofed. Awesome. Now get me bigger hordes that can move faster, please. Oh dear, that's a lot of zombies. Fake dead is probably a good call as well. Yeah. Move the zombies to Indonesia. Oh, not you people again. Nope. Okay, yeah, we need to get rid of these people. Okay, yeah, we need to get the enhanced bites. Whoa. That was a lot. Okay, slow corpse decay. We might have just done it. Excuse me. Nope. Keep reanimating, please. Yeah, reanimate severely mutilated corpses, please. Yeah, good luck trying to figure this one out, ZCOM. I think they might have just lost. Let's move some zombies around here into countries that could use the population boost. No! I will keep reanimating if I have to. Come on. Yeah, good night. And there we go. You know what? You know what? Sure. Who are even the healthy people at this point? I mean, they're not going to stay that way for very long. Yeah, I think it's curtains for the world at this point. Might as well drop a fresh group of zombies into a couple places that might need it. Such as New Guinea. Ooh, yeah. And finally, we have won on attempt 3. Yeah, attempt 3. With a final score of blood, air, and saliva, which I upgraded air and saliva to 2 to match the infection rates in the game. A coma symptom that we actually need to de-evolve. We have insomnia, fever, photophobia, delirium, cytopathic reanimation, anaerobic resuscitation, enhanced sensory integration, adrenal surge, mascatory tension, enhanced motor control, peptide surge, horde instinct, structured travel, horde mentality, horde vocalization, autolytic delay, putrefactive resistance, regenerative activation, regenerative biosynthesis, epidermal digestion, ambush predation, drug resistance 1, genetic hardening, heat resistance, and cold resistance. The Knox infection has consumed everything on Earth, proving that even with our better technology compared to the 1990s, it could happen. It could happen today. And we managed to do it in exactly 808 days. So, you know, let's just let that time lapse play out. This was fun. For a change of pace. I don't know if I'll play this again. Maybe the reception of this video was good.